What is up, everyone? Hope you all are doing well. I was just spending some time outside because the weather is fucking amazing, and I was just in one of my deep thinking slash overthinking sessions, as I like to call them, because my mind just tends to have a lot of thoughts at all times. But a couple of days ago, I was reflecting upon the life that I'm living right now. So I'm working a full-time job on the side. I really try to keep up with my gym routine. My Muay Thai training has been very off recently, and I need to get back into that ASAP. But also, still like keeping up with the gym though. And then I have making these videos and some other research projects that I work on. And the crazy thing though is, last year me wanted exactly this life, and that's what I was reflecting upon. I am now living the life that the past me wanted at that time. So let me take you to the past me and what I wanted at that time. I wanted a stable job that pays me well so I can move out of my parents' place, have my own car, able to sustain myself, pay for things, while on the side trying to figure out through different projects what it is that I really want to do. And I'm living that life. It's crazy. I manifested that life for myself without even consciously thinking about doing so in some capacity. But all that to say that time goes by. No matter what choices you make, no matter what decisions you make, time is going to continue to go. It's going to continue to do its thing. So it falls on you whether you want to make the choices that keep you complacent, and a year later, 2 years later, your life's going to be the same, or you take extra steps. You do some of the extra hard work that not a whole lot of people are doing around you. So a year later, 2 years later, 2 years later, you're getting that reward, and you're creating a life that you want for yourself. But all this only happens if you know what you want to begin with. If you don't know what you want, you're not going to continue to take action on things, because everything's just going to be wishy-washy. You don't really have a plan. You don't really know what it is that you want. And I'm starting to realize that manifesting things, the law of attraction and everything, right? It's a very real thing. And the only way it works is when you start by knowing exactly what it is that you want. If you can't outline that, you're not gonna be able to come up with the direct actions that you need to take. And in addition to that, there's a whole component of having your subconscious at play. If you continue to think about a goal, if you continue to think about trying to create something that you want in your life, the more you constantly think about it, or the more you're consistently focused on it, subconsciously you're also programming that into your brain, which means that when you run into opportunities that are even slightly remotely related to what it is that you want, before your conscious catches on, your subconscious already catches on, and it gives you that little push. It gives you that little internal check, like, yo, you should definitely look at this. Like, this is something like we could. And then the conscious starts to catch on when you actually look more deeply into it. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like I said, time's gonna pass no matter what it is that you do. Make the choices where you do some extra work and you're creating the life that you want for yourself. Now here comes my dilemma that I was overthinking about. Last year me knew exactly what he wanted, and right now I'm at a point in my life where I don't exactly know what I want a year later. I didn't make this realization until very recently. Like, last year me was so hyper and laser focused on what I wanted then, and now that I've gotten it, or now that I'm here, naturally I want different things, but I don't know what it is exactly that I want down in the future. And the reason I'm overthinking about it now is because if I don't have some sort of a base fundamental outline of what I want things to look like, then I'm not really going to be able to work for it. So the next step is to have more brainstorming, have more self-reflection, more journaling sessions where I'm actively trying to think about it, where I'm actively going about reflecting upon how I'm feeling now with my current life and what I want next year by this time. My life's really nice. Like, I can't complain. Like, I'm really happy. Overall, very content. Like, my mental health has probably been at its very best in the most recent years that it's been. But at the same time, you have to continue to keep growing. You have to continue to keep learning new things, and I gotta figure out what it is that I want to learn next. I gotta figure out what it is that I want to continue down the path of, like, which path do I want to take, what projects I want to do, and ask myself whether the projects that I'm doing now are something that I want to do next year too, or is it just something that is for now and maybe not later? Who knows? I gotta think about these things, but hopefully this gives you somewhat of an insight about the types of questions that I ask myself in my thinking sessions, and hopefully you can continue or start doing the same for yourself, because if you do this, I can promise you, you're gonna be on your way to create the life that you desire for yourself. Not something that someone else has or what someone else desires, but what you actually genuinely want. But that only comes after you determine what it is that you want. So again, if you made it this far into the video, I appreciate you. I hope you got something out of it, and I hope you can ask these questions to yourself, also have your own self-reflection sessions, figure out what it is that you want, and then start taking action towards getting there. Anyways, I'll catch you all in the next video.